Hidden Object Guru here, joined by...
The Unabridged Gamer.
He got there eventually, and that's what counts. Seriously, though, we're playing the last couple of missions. So there's 2 missions left?
Yep. There's this one, and there's the grand finale where we kick Red Dane's ass.
Yay!
Are you going to put me in the robot suit?
Oh.
Are you? Please? Robot suit.
I've been
Please?
so happy with this game, and it really ticks me off that they didn't figure out a way to get this to people. And I know you've explained it to me that they completely changed how the game played in the second year, and everybody had already given up on it, but I really wish they hadn't. It's such a good game. I wish this thing had enough players that they kept making content for it.
You want to change... Last time we were talking, you wanted to change up... You want to select... where did they stick her? Go back to selecting the Battleborn. You're going to want to look for... I would recommend either Melka or Arendi. They're right in the upper right-hand corner of the selection. Or if you'd like the machine gun guy, he's in the middle tier, right towards the bottom. You'll notice him because of the giant beard.
How do I unselect?
I believe you can... we unselect by me starting the mission over.
Alright, let's do that. Alright, let's do this! I have a submachine gun, I have the ability to slice people with my claws, and I have... I don't know what that was, but I seem to jump into the air.
It's essentially a leap attack, sort of like what you see in, say, Street Fighter.
Uh-oh. I may have fallen off of a walkway. If you could teleport me back, that would be... Oh, thank you. Hey! That crown looks awesome. Oh, I like that claw attack. Uh-oh. Alright, let's try this leap attack.
If the Imperium doesn't
So at what
already
point
know
does the
we're
leap
here,
attack
they
do
sure
damage?
as hell will once Nova starts digging into the network.
This is an area of effect while you're
In
leap.
that terminal.
Okay.
If it goes down, she goes
Wow.
down.
How do I do that move on the
There's
far
no
right
backing up a Magnus.
that doesn't have anything, any button over it?
My mortality shortly before my mission,
Um,
Captain.
Passive attribute.
Oh, okay, that's fine then. Yay, I love passive attributes. I don't know if that's true, it just felt true. Yeah, claw attacks are pretty great. Nobody's complaining about claw attacks.
There's the terminal. Get rid of those guards before you kick off the upload.
Please die. Thank you. Alright, I will upload it. I will level up in a second. I just want to make sure we're relatively clear before I do. There we go. Wow, that Thrall Brute is not screwing around vis-a-vis having high health. Yay! We actually teamed up on somebody.
The way forward is shut, but there's a
I'm
control
kinda proud of
terminal
us.
nearby that'll open up some doors.
Alright,
Find
so
it.
upgrading. Hopping spike, sure. Claw lunge, yep. Parting gift, spike is in air, effect that covers. Oh, so that's what the thing is. It's the spike.
Visualizing the upload. Be safe,
Nice.
Nova. Not about being safe, Melka. It's about risking your life on a badass away mission. Speaking
Oh.
of risking your life, we've got company closing in. Defend the terminal until Nova's safely in the system.
She's enjoying herself so much. So have you built all the turrets?
Almost. And there we are.
Yay! At least I remembered that part. It's not a lot of tower defense. So my newest idea, and you tell me what you think of this, is... I really feel like they need to make a Serious Sam tower defense game.
I
What do you
can
think?
see that.
Yeah. That could work.
Definitely can see that working.
Yeah, because I was looking at that, wonderful collection that Devolver did of all of these strange genre Serious Sam games, right? And then I was playing Serious Sam 4, and I noticed that their new Legion engine, which is what they call it, literally has the ability to put 4,000 enemies, 5,000 enemies on screen at the same time. Like, and I love the game, but there's not actually a lot of opportunity in the kind of game a first-person shooter is. for the player to really get at
No one's at the
anything
halfway
out of
mark,
there
but
being
we got more
5,000
generators coming
enemies
our
on
way.
screen.
Defend the terminal.
Like, you're either so far above it you don't feel like you're in the fight, or you're so close to it you can't see more than the enemies who are right in front of you, right?
Yeah.
And so while it's amazing that the engine can do that, a first-person shooter is not the kind of situation that's going to work for, you know? You need to have something where the camera pulls back a little. You need to be third person. You need to have access to vehicles, maybe a helicopter. Like, you need to have sometimes a bird's eye view. Although, honestly, it could work in Earth Defense Force, but that's another conversation. That's epic action in a way that third-person epic action is slightly different than first-person epic action. Although they both are... Isn't it weird that, you know, I coined the term epic action to describe where the Earth Defense Force was. And then I realized, especially with the new one, that the only other franchise in that genre is Serious Sam, right? It's the only other epic action genre. And do you know what the really weird part about it is? Both Serious Sam and Earth Defense Force are about organizations called the Earth Defense Force.
That is odd, actually. That is a very odd coincidence.
Yeah. They're both the only two games in the epic action genre that, careful. And they're both about Earth Defense Forces. By name, like, specifically named that. It's very weird. But anyway, my point is, I feel like they would get the most out of this engine with a game about hordes of enemies attacking a place and you using giant amounts of damaging towers to stop those enemies. And you think about all of the... Boom. One of the things about Serious Sam's enemies is that they all have such, you know, easily memorable and maybe even, if you want to call it that, iconic visuals that you recognize all of them instantaneously. Oh, dang! This guy's not messing around, is he? The fact that it's taking two of you
In
to
case
even...
I forgot to mention it, when you reload with Melka, she fires off a grenade.
Oh, really?
I
Nice.
believe you can do it with a partial clip.
Yeah, it's a thing from what do you call it? There was a gun like that in oh my god, I almost said Battleborn. Yeah, obviously, careful. There we go. In Borderlands, there were lots of guns like that. One of the guns had explosive reloading. One of the popular gun mods that could happen was an explosive reload mod where instead of reloading, you throw the gun at your enemy, it explodes, and then a new gun materializes in your hand. It was always a neat look. I have a lot of problems with Borderlands design, but I'm not going to pretend they didn't have a lot of like interesting concepts for their huge number of weapons.
Like a team doing teamwork.
Aww.
You do realize this
Okay,
is
killing them
technically
inflicted with venom
qualifies
grants a
as
stack of
terrorism,
increased health.
don't
Oh,
you?
nice.
Teamwork.
That sounds cool. So I spike the ground to venomate people, and then I kill them while they're envenomated for bonuses. Okay, I can do this. Also, I'm glad I got to use the word envenomated. It's a word I just made up, but I'm very happy about it. Oh my god. So I understand you just found out about Yaiba.
Oh, I knew about it for a while. It's just actually had a reader request after I did Splatterhouse. I don't know when they left this comment because it wasn't there when the article first went up. Like, if you like this, you should do Yabai. And I'm like, okay, that's the first time I've ever had an excuse to look at one, so sure.
You know, I actually, the first I heard about that game was seeing it on sale for $5 in a store. I'm like, well, I don't care what it is. It's got ninjas and zombies on the cover. Well, not on, well, the back cover, yes. I will absolutely pay $5 for this.
Security breach.
And you know what? It's a lot of fun.
My fault. Turns out
It's like,
password wasn't
it's
the
essentially
password.
just a
Wait,
more,
I know.
I mean, from my point of view, it's a higher production value, Bikini Zombie
These
Squad.
guys are good.
One-Chanbara.
Damn, the whole place is locked up tight.
That's much more playable. What were your feelings on
We
it?
hit the manual overrides. There's a control console
I
not
haven't
far
gotten back to
away.
play it yet.
Nova, can you meet
Oh, you
me?
haven't? Damn! Well, now I'm really excited to hear what you think.
Frontier, but
There's, I have a surprisingly large backlog right now for work. I need to get to Haven and dig into that.
Yes, I've heard good things about Haven. People really seem to like that.
It's like, it's one that I was one of the games I was most looking forward to this year. It's just every single time it's like, okay, maybe now I'll have time. It's like, oh no, wait, I have to handle this. It's like installing a washer and a dryer and not having a functioning washer and a dryer for 3 months. It seriously destroyed your works.
Yeah, I would actually imagine that to be the case. Oh my
So, it's, it's very interesting. That's hoping to the next game finally catch up to this just a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, no, that is the kind of thing that will mess up your whole that will mess up your whole schedule. Just die already. Nice! An extra life. I'm going to need that very soon.
I'll fillet you alive!
I like that attitude.
Oh yeah, I will fill the favorite lines.
What the hell? Oh, right. I hit a jump pad. Sorry. I was trying to circle around them and I accidentally hit a jump pad, so I couldn't help you.
Definitely up. Kill those monsters
first
and
test
secure
on
the
the
control
Enemy
consoles.
is kind of Milka's thing.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Okay, I'm surrounded by goop.
And I
Those
landed
horrible
there, I
crystal
was
monsters,
close,
the
I landed outside of
Valacy are
it,
here. I don't like them. Although I gotta say, being able to poison dudes and then leech health off them by poisoning them, that's pretty effective. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, he's dead. Okay, he's dead.
Yeah.
It's fine. But yeah, like, everything about this game's gunplay, I say this every time, but the gunplay, the presentation, the character design, this is all top-notch stuff. Like, it doesn't look like anything else out there, really, but you instantly... It's using the graphic style to communicate what every kind of monster is and what tactics you should use against them. Like, these people are great at their job. And I kind of wish, it hadn't... So remind me, why was it so, ow.
Sorry, you cut out really bad there. Remind you what?
Yeah, I have a trap down here? Is that a thing that can happen? Yeah, apparently it is a thing that can happen. Oh, no, like, what was it in that first year that was so, quote-unquote, terrible about the game that made everybody turn on it before it had a chance?
The pacing was a little bit worse. Things were a bit spongier. Progression was a bit less enjoyable. They had certain characters locked up unless you completed the campaign on the operates or some nonsense like that. Like, they were trying to make it so that there was a reason to keep playing, but instead it actually
ended up discouraging people.
Be able to play some of the like, literally, the characters that you and I are playing right now, you would have had to work your butt off to play as when it's being launched.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, they were really ridiculous.
Because I don't have a double jump or ability to do anything, I got trapped in the lava and couldn't get back out. So, that happened.
It's all good. We'll get the next
Seriously,
one.
was there a way back out of the lava that I just didn't find? Or was it like,
There is something, but it's trickier. It's one of the less polished platforming moments.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm never down for platforming in first person, obviously, I'm sane. But the platforming in this game hasn't been that bad. Like, there have been jumping sections in this game, but I don't think I've complained too much about them.
Oh yeah, no, there's some really... In fact, the DLC has some solid ones, too.
Ah, okay. Oof. Dude, not cool.
Well done. The console is near the back.
All
Power
right.
up the transmitter and Nova can
But
get to
really,
work.
I will say, frankly, what did Battleborn in was, for some reason, 2K's dogged insistence that they would not let people play the campaign for free. They would let the multiplayer, they would not let them play the campaign for free.
Oh,
And
weird.
what's more, when they initially made it free to play, you had to pay $30 to pick up a copy of the campaign.
Yeah, it's like they don't know what the word free-to-play means.
Yeah, they really completely point of that. Like, I could see someone being like the DLC missions being sold for like $5 a pop. That would make sense.
Yeah.
But base campaign, it's the key to onboarding anyone to be able to experience the game.
Yeah.
I did not touch the PvP at all, bots or no, until I already had a healthy amount of experience here. So,
Especially because it is a multiplayer. Honestly, I have a hard time imagining playing this PvP.
oh, it's actually,
How is it?
it genuinely is fun because they managed to achieve a real balance. Like, I think the bots are astonishingly good. They are very competitive. They will put up a genuine fight. I've had ties with bots.
Wow.
Nothing I've ever said before.
Yeah, no, bots generally are, except for, very few games. Oh, I failed a challenge. I don't know. Except for a very few games, bots generally are not impressive. They don't offer much challenge as a general rule. We did it! Let's go build some things.
Nova, are you ready?
Or you can
Ready
build
to
them.
breach on your command.
I'll go get some of these flying
Keep an
dudes.
eye on you out here.
Okay. Assault drone and temporal drone does what again?
Slows enemies down.
Nice. I got a repair drone. Okay. Oh no, it's Shulks! I'm kidding, Shulks are the easiest enemy. And they heal me real fast, which I appreciate. Hey guys! Seem to be causing a bit of a ruckus. I'm not a fan of that.
Do you prefer a rumble?
I do! Okay.
Go, scary monster arm!
She has a scary monster arm. That's pretty awesome. Whoa! Just die already. Thank you. Alright, so we got our rocket defenses. Alright, where's the next wave coming from? Probably the other side, I'm guessing. No? Hey, there he is. Oh, no! I saw a guy get shot out of the air with by a rocket turret. It's pretty wonderful. Damn it.
It happened in Metal Gear Survive. A
Yes.
wolf was leaping at me while I was just desperately trying to line up my bow and arrow. I loosed the arrow. It hits it dead in the nose.
What?
Yeah, I'm sitting there going, you know what? I'm not even mad. That's amazing.
That's so
I
cool.
can't believe that shot actually hit.
You know what I think one of the things I respected most about Metal Gear Survive is the amount of thought they put into zombie defense. And specifically I'm talking about the fact that you can put up chain link fences all the time. And that spears go through chain link fences without damaging them. Like, that is such a nice touch. Like, what are the spear weapons for? Well, chain link fences? Yeah, they hold zombies back. But if you hit them with a bat, they fall apart. Right, well, you've got spears that pass harmlessly through the chain link fence and hurt the guy on the other side. I'm like, so few games have thought about little details like that. So many games are just like, either you can't hit guys through the fence, or you can hit guys through the fence, and then they don't think about anything other than that, right? It is just a binary choice, where here they're like, no, we're thinking through the physics of it. Also, I find the game manages to do hordes of enemies in a really interesting way.
Oh yeah, they managed to go from a couple of guys to there is a massive, very swiftly.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can be thinking, oh, well, I'm going to go harvest some crystals. I'm going to find 5 or 6 guys. I'll take them down one by one. It'll be great. And then you take your eye off the ball for a second, and suddenly there's 30 guys surrounding you. Like, it's a really great feeling. And one that, not enough zombie games. Don't get me wrong, I like the Dead Rising games, but zombies are never a threat in Dead Rising games. Right? Whereas
they're the equivalent of slimes in a Dragon Quest game. They are there to get smushed.
Exactly. But by comparison, in Metal Gear Survive, like, the more zombies there are, they get exponentially more threatening. And that scene, I really love that scene earlier in the game where you're trying to rescue the lady off of the out of the ambulance that's teetering over a pit full of zombies. I adored that scene. Like, yeah, they're getting the tension that should be implicit in a zombie situation,
Plus,
right?
bleeding
In a way.
out, so
Yes.
you have to hurry. You can't
Exactly.
just delay.
I know, you can't just do it strategically. I'll just perch here, and I'll, you know, kill the zombies one at a time, and then eventually, you know, there'll be no zombies left. Like, no. This is a serious situation. You have to get her out of here now. Yeah, no, I love that about it. Oh my god, this guy is great. He's a maligner? Yeah, maligner. That guy looks fantastic. And I'm back in the lava. Seriously?
We'll need to trigger a manual override
Okay,
at
so
the
your hot
control
stuff
tower.
today.
I'm
Oh
there
my
now.
god. Is there any way out of the lava?
Everything's so slow in
Well,
space.
to get out of there, just head back down the room.
I found the jump pad. It took me a really long time. And I'm on fire. But I found a jump pad.
Don't worry, you're made of plants. You'll grow back.
Really?
Yeah, she's one of the
Nova doesn't
Not
get
to
a
get their
chance
name
to
right
get
now, but
outside the
the
ship
plant
terribly
elves.
often, does she?
Since we've been working together, Nova's never been outside
Nice.
the ship at all, come to think of it.
We never do anything fun, but this is way fun.
Rather.
Yeah, I would have enjoyed playing a robot suit that Nova was piloting as a character.
Oh
That
my
would've been-
gosh.
That would have been nice. She's entertaining. Not the super upbeat Killbot entertaining, but pretty entertaining. Yes, I do need help.
Can't
Thank
all
you.
be in a crazed cult
Get to the
worshipping an
control
algorithm.
terminal and deactivate security. Then you'll be able to move forward.
What?
Please allow me.
So, did you play Frostpunk?
I have not.
You're aware of it, though.
Yes, I had a friend who became very obsessed with it, to the point that she actually was trying to get it all done. So she's like, there, I can put it down now.
That's tough to do. It's a big game.
Better work.
I was just thinking, because I was playing it last month again. I would just put a little more time in. There we go. And I was thinking that it's like, it's one of those rare games where I really feel like, gosh, I wish this existed in another genre. You know, like, I love this setting, and if they would just flop out that genre, oh boy, could that be interesting. Please die. Nice.
I feel so much the same way about Persona, which is why I'm so excited for Scramble, because it's like, oh, a Persona game for people who actually respect their own time.
Well, you know, the Persona, like, they made a Persona Muso last year.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Scramble.
and you're right. I forgot it was called Scramble here. It's called Scramble in North America? Okay. I didn't know what it was called. I was just pissed off that it was like, it came out 18 months ago and there was no sign of there being a release of it. But it is coming out. It actually is coming out soon?
Yeah, it's supposed to be coming over to North America and to other countries.
Oh, thank God.
Whoa, that is not what I wanted to do!
What just happened?
So I'm not saying that the game is starting to suffer from neglect, but I am dealing with a hell of an amount of lag.
I gotcha.
Like, just an absolutely ridiculous amount of lag. And, every now and then my character has not actually been in my control.
Okay, that's bad. Yeah, that's very
Way
bad.
is open. Make haste to
So yeah,
reactivate.
Scramble
Yeah.
is the
Our task
Muso.
is nearly
That's
complete.
fantastic.
Yep.
Indeed,
And it's like, I actually considered importing it. That's how much I was down for a Persona Muso. Okay, careful. Boom. Nice. Apparently I have to kill another Varisi hunter. Uh-oh. I'm in real trouble here. Is that guy skipping?
Yeah, this is what I mean. It's as if you can tell that they're using less servers all of a sudden or something. We weren't having this many issues before.
No, we weren't. Honestly, it's probably they've dialed back the servers and a bunch of people are trying to, you know, get one last play of the game before it stops existing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we're the only people thinking this. But anyway, yes, that's why I'm excited to get my hands on Age of Calamity as well.
That's exciting. Not even Calamity.
I really loved the last Zelda Muso, so I'm completely down for another one. I just wish people other than Omega Force would make Muso games. It's so insane that there's just like one developer. And they're the only people who make these things. Can you think of a ton of other genres where that happens?
Capture the station, and we'll initiate the meltdown sequence.
I mean, it's only like a handful of people who make J third-person shooters.
What first-person shooters?
You've got Capcom, and there's one instance that I think of in which we had, you know, Binary Domain from the Yakuza team.
Right.
And was there really anything else?
Yeah, there's not a lot, is there? I mean, well, what about Vanquish?
There was Vanquish, but does that studio even still exist? That's the question.
Yeah, that's a good
point. It was Platinum, so yes, it was.
Yeah, no, it's
They have
Platinum,
not
so
really
yeah.
done that again.
They haven't done. It's not like they've done a lot of third-person shooters, but they did do a third-person shooter once. You're right. It is weird that Japanese companies have no interest in third-person shooters as a genre, or for the most part, first-person shooters.
First person I can understand a bit. First person just isn't that appealing to that entire market as a genre, as I understand. Like Call of Duty even doesn't do very well.
Yeah.
And like I think Square Enix actually has to help Activision sell their games out there. So,
oh my god, that's so sad.
It's like I don't quote me. I could be wrong. I remember there was some circumstance where Square Enix and Activision actually had to partner up to get a game sold out there. So that tells you just how different things are in terms of what is treated as a mainstream appealing game inside.
It's fascinating that in Japan they just don't care about shooters at all. The entire market.
They don't care about. It's not that they don't care about any. It's just that when they do, it tends to be. That's why I think there is generally a J shooter genre, because the ones that we have experienced behave very differently than what we typically see in the Western market. Resident Evil 6 and Binary Domain, they might have cover. They might be in third person. They are not in any way a Gears of War clone, either of them.
No, not at all. No, it feels, especially Binary Domain, feels completely different. By the way, somebody put up their definitive list of all of the Resident Evil games, and they had Resident Evil 6 as, like, the third worst Resident Evil game. I'm like...
I guess they aren't counting every ridiculous port for Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil Gaiden, and I'm sure there was something on the N-Gauge that probably makes everyone cringe.
Well, actually, they didn't have they didn't have either of the Gun Survivor games. They didn't have Resident Evil Gaiden. They didn't have Deadly Silence. Like, there's a lot of stuff they missed, weirdly.
How is this a definitive list if you're not even counting Deadly Silence? That is considered by some to be their favorite version of Resident Evil 1.
Oh, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I am a Lisa Trevor person. I'm a big fan of Lisa Trevor from Remake, but it's a much better version of Resident Evil 1. Deadly Silence. It's a much better version of Resident Evil 1 than the original and the remake, except for the inclusion of Lisa Trevor, who's, you know, fantastic.
Your time to shine,
Woohoo!
Nova.
We're doing it!
Initiate the breach and upload the worm cluster.
The rest of you.
Ready for wave defensing?
Wave defensing.
Scramble. Such a weird name. But yes, I just want them to do another Fighters like Warriors All-Stars game, like where they take all of the characters that they have the rights to and put them in one Muso. That was such a nice move on their part, and I'm so excited about it. To the point where I'm like, come on, guys. They went to a planet of cat people, and like all of the characters from all of the series got together, and like some completely insane random characters. Like there was this lady who was a mascot of a series of casino games they put out, and they're like, yeah, now she's in a Muso. There's the star of one of the Deception games in a Muso. And of course, my personal favorite, Sophie from Atelier Sophie. Because Atelier Sophie is the best.
I will take your word on that.
She was the first character in one of their Atelier franchises that they really felt like they had such a good character that they were like, let's just build the whole series around this character. So she kept coming back and having, like, in all of the Atelier games, in each trilogy, characters, the stars of previous games will come back as support characters or important characters in subsequent games. It's just part of what they do. The difference was with the Sophie trilogy, in a very real way, it felt like the whole thing was Sophie's story from game to game to game. And now they've realized maybe that's worth doing, so their new trilogy is actually 3 games about the same character, rather than there being a new alchemist every time. Yeah, it's an interesting change. One thing that's puzzling me, and first off, well, I'm super happy that they keep bringing these over. But something that's baffling me right now, and you tell me if you have any thoughts on this, is the Yakuza games are finally big in the West. Like, it's taken them 15 years to become big in the West. But it's finally happening. They're coming out on Steam. All of them are selling. Like, it's actually kind of a big deal that the Yakuza games are doing as well as they did. I kind of wish that they had become big a little earlier. So it wouldn't be like, the minute they became big, we stopped making them brawler games. I love Yakuza 7, but it's a big departure for the series, right? And at the same time, my thought is, what I don't understand is why, now that they're big in the West, is Capcom not bothering to port over the 2 Samurai games? Because it's like, you've got this franchise that after so long is finally getting the respect it deserves. And Capcom has just sitting there 2 more entries that have never been out in the West. That they could...
Bear in mind, though, to be fair, there were, like, multiple Wii U ports of Yakuza games that also never made it to the West. Like, fucking, they got physical releases, I understand, but they just never bothered bringing them to the West. From what I understand, based on interest in Asian markets, instead of actually seeing if the Western market would even show a slight appeal to them.
That's so weird to me.
Like, the level of logic you have to go through to justify that decision is... They're profoundly absurd.
Yeah, and when they went on that big remaster, let's put them all out on the PS4 thing, they didn't bring back Yakuza Dead Souls.
We're almost out of here. Stay sharp and buy Nova the time she needs.
No Dead Souls.
Did you finally get around to playing Dead Souls at all?
I have not gotten the chance yet. It is installed.
Oh no. Hey, I'm not going to be pressuring you to load it up. I was just curious.
Oh, it's there. Oh my goodness, there's a.
I understand.
One of the weirdest things that has been formulated recently is that, like, I've gone from I really would like to be able to have access to that, to I really like to have access to that. Now I need to play these things. Not a lack of gratefulness. It's just like I need 3 of me.
Yeah.
There's so many things that this industry has just brushed into the laundry bin for basically no good reason.
Well, for me, I'm like, my thought is always, I wonder if he can convince his editors to pay him to play Dead Souls. Wonder if he can put together an article about Dead Souls.
My readers would be very interested in that, and at this point, after after Rambo's video game, I think I've established a precedent of, yes, I can come up with a take about almost anything.
I cannot wait for the hot take, which is, you know, why Dead Souls is the best Yakuza game. It's going to be a tough thing to defend, but I have confidence you can handle it.
I would want to play more Yakuza games before saying it's the best one, but...
Actually, it would be kind of funny if your argument was it is the only Yakuza game you played. Speaking as someone who's only played Yakuza Dead Souls, I'm pretty sure it's the best Yakuza game. It would not be a popular article.
Well, let's not give the angry fanboys any further precedent. They're already upset that I liked a Devil May Cry game that wasn't made by Capcom.
God, that's such a good game. It's, I think I mean, I haven't played, that being said, I haven't played DMC5, which is apparently amazing. I have not played that yet, but DMC is my favorite Devil May Cry game.
Stand by for a bunch of stuff blowing
I
up
tried
because I
5's
was
demo,
Yeah.
and
Woohoo!
I have not played the game since.
Really?
Yeah, I like... It is a gorgeously presented game, but it is in a weird situation where I'm not entirely sure what I was going for, and I even tested out with the assist mode to be like, okay, are they trying to like bridge the gap here or something like that? Because I oddly feel like I had less control over. I believe I was playing it. Yeah, your play is Nero in the demo, and it just was like, I oddly feel like I have less control over this guy than normally. So it's like, okay, is there something that's missing here? And then if you turn on assist mode, it's less like you're playing and more like you're just literally mashing buttons to make effects. Like, it's not even a situation of challenge. It literally, you would have to actively try to play.
Weird.
So, like, I know there's a lot of people who love it, and a lot of people who do, but, personally, I was actually a good feel.
So the assist mode is literally press X to be awesome.
Sorry, you just cut out majorly again.
Sorry. Yes, I was saying that the assist mode is literally press X to be awesome.
But that was basically my experience with it.
Whoa! Okay, I would say I would be mad at you for not warning me that he had a shield burst, but all of these guys always have shield bursts, and I just forgot that.
Yeah, for a woman, you're really fair.
Okay, well, your voice is tinning out pretty hard, so let's finish this guy. I assume this is the end of the level? I'm gonna assume he said yes.
I think I have what you said too. I think this guy is seriously warping the connection.
I don't know how he's also able to warp our connection to one another, but apparently that's a thing now. Alright, let's wait for the shield to drop. Uh-oh! Damn you, shield burster! What?
Violence solves everything!
I like your attitude, Beyonde.
Let's see you live through this!
Upload
Yay!
complete. Reactor core meltdown initialized. Begin running for your lives in 3, 2.
Core meltdown imminent. Evacuate. 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 Everyone, all ass to the rendezvous point. We're getting out of here.
Oof.
Yes! You did it, Nova!
I did do it. Climb aboard!
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, hell yeah!
Now, before we start the next mission, I will pause and we will reinitialize our phone call. And hopefully it'll work this time.
Fingers crossed!
Okay, we've, I think, worked out our audio issues. I hope we've worked out our audio issues.
There's a little bit of crackling and popping, but it seems to be not too bad. And I'm genuinely starting to think it's the game.
No, it is the game.
Because
Literally, this is true. I'm going to tell you a fact. Literally, the moment it started loading, your voice became a Tin Man voice. Like, literally the moment it started loading. This is crazy. All right, I'm recalling you. This time I'm not pausing the thing. Like, it sounds like we're making a joke or something, but literally we talked for 10 minutes with no issues whatsoever. The minute the level started loading, your voice went nuts.
That is something.
It's something I've never seen before, and I'm kind of blown away.
Right behind you.
Yes, I'm sure I want to select Melika. All right, so they want to make another Indiana Jones movie.
Please no.
And I just want to I want to put that idea in context for you. Harrison Ford is currently, today, 2 years older than actor George Hall was when he was hired to play decrepit old Indiana Jones in the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. That's kind of hard to wrap your head around, isn't it? Now, that 76-year-old man was playing a 95-year-old man, so the makeup made him look more decrepit than he was. But still, the guy they thought, who do we get to play an old Indiana Jones who's way past his prime and is just reminiscing about his life? Obviously, they got a guy who was in his 70s, and that's fine. Harrison Ford is 78 years old. He should not be Indiana Jones anymore.
Will be within reach of the Cathedral of Lenore.
I don't know. Why are there two of me?
Oh yeah, typically by this point in your first playthrough, you wouldn't have them unlocked, so by default they assume they could just have them there.
Oh no! Seriously?
Yeah, this is what I mean. Just
That's hilarious! So we have twins of each of us here to help. Oh, that's so hilarious! I was not expecting that at all.
Too late.
yeah,
I mean,
oh boy.
it's not a perfect game. What are you gonna do?
No, and then that's another reason why the DLC was better is that it didn't stick a bunch of NPCs in such a way that it made that kind of problem. It was like, no, it's always someone telling a story, or the characters involved aren't actually present, just conveniently skirting around all those traditional issues.
Wow, yeah, that would have been smarter. God, I just love these Varisi guys. I think they look
Oh yeah, the
delightful.
Varel series. I've seen a lot of convincing games.
Yeah.
And I are working
There's
around
very
to get
few
some
that are
healing
actually like
features,
this.
But we have to disrupt the defenses first. Seek out the shards powering this station's defenses and destroy them.
Oh yeah, the first part of this mission, I should have said, is it's time. We need to get through those things because yeah, the universe ends in 20 minutes.
Oh my god, seriously? That is fantastic. Alright, what do? We go and we fight one boss, then we go and fight another boss?
We're going to 2 district shards. You'll notice on your map that
I
there's...
got it. I'm heading towards the one on the west.
To the Cathedral
I
of
will
the
follow you
Sustained
then.
Mother and the
Oh, Rendane!
Ancient.
Who's basically a vampire.
I'd
We know
welcome
that.
you inside, but
Oh,
I
they all
imagine
know.
Look at
Very
him.
much
He's obviously a vampire.
and/or kill me.
Yep, that's the idea.
And this
Well, it's
is
probably they're not
why
actually more games with Space Vampire.
Oh,
followed
okay.
by your vigorous rejection of my offer.
We reject your offer. And vigorously.
Splendid.
Oh, this is so cute. I gotta say, that is the kind of, like, I really enjoy that there's literally a countdown saying, universe ends in X amount of minutes. Because that is the kind of playfulness that characterizes what makes this game separate from so many other of the team shooters out there.
Oh yeah, because even when it's most lighthearted moments, Overwatch is still like, it's still a serious thing about heroes, and we're treating this like there is actually a morality lesson at the end of this. It's like, you're a team-based competitive
Shooter, I know. Like, guys, if you wanted to put in some story mode levels to teach you how to play the game, you could get away with that nonsense, but come on. This is a team-based competitive shooter. We don't need that jive. Okay. Okay. And... Alright. Got the frag canister. And I took a ton of damage getting all of it. So if you could heal me, that would be ideal.
For you, I'm invisible right now.
Nice. Anyway, so I was thinking about something the other day, and I want to ask for your take on it. So, when a few years back, I got word that my favorite developer, Yakuza Team, was making a game based on my favorite manga, Fist of the North Star. And I observed that there had never been a greater pairing of IP and developer. Like, developer getting access to a third-party IP. And it's like, there had never been a thing where it's like, yes, absolutely, these are the right guys to make this game. And I didn't think that there had ever been a better example of it, right? Uh-oh. Hey, we got a checkpoint. So if we all die, that means we can actually continue here instead of starting the mission like that previous time? Okay, good. But anyway, and then what happened and I played the Fist of the North Star Yakuza, and you know what? It is perfect. Like, it is a perfect encapsulation of everything that makes Fist of the North Star special, and using their mechanics and their writing style and their storytelling, like, it was the perfect mixture. And this year, we got the second time that's happened, where a developer who is known for one thing, their own intellectual property, got access to someone else's intellectual property and is the perfect pairing, and that is the Hitman people making James Bond games. Like, I literally can't imagine a better developer to be making James Bond games than the Hitman people. And I was wondering if you have any you've noticed like that, or anybody you would like to see.
Well, you know, there was a time when I was really looking forward to Visceral Games making a Star Wars game.
But did you really feel like Visceral was the perfect people to
probably
be
going to be good at making other kinds of space games.
Okay. So that one didn't work out.
I would say that... He is really good character.
Hanging up and calling you back, as I do.
Hey.
This is ludicrous. But at least we've surrendered our decorum and now just, like, restart the moment we start getting audio issues.
Yeah.
But anyway, you were saying, a thing you might like to see.
Yeah, just trying to actually think of, like, a really good example of that, because... somewhere I've been proven wrong, and somewhere I've at least been kind of okay with. Like, there was a time when I thought Insomniac Games making a Spider-Man game, where I was wrong, and it was like, oh, they're going to make the web swinging and the active combat based divorce each other for something. That's a choice.
Yeah.
That was a really weird one. I'm trying to think about a case of... I mean, with the benefit of hindsight, Elex being in charge of Killer Instinct after looking at other games, and the Justice League game, and with the Green Lantern Rise of the Manhunters, they clearly had the chops there. Plus, apparently, they made the one of the Buffy game fight.
Really?
Yeah, apparently that was them.
Huh. Let's think about the collective. The thing I would most like to see, and it's the thing that I think is never going to happen because this is not a well-known intellectual property, is you've got Rebellion, who has spent so much time and money developing the best engine in the history of sniping video games. Like, the best sniper engine anyone's ever seen. Like, perfect sniping, beautiful stealth, like, just an incredible game in every way. And they're not making a Golgo 13 video game. Because Golgo 13 just isn't popular. Like, nobody outside of Japan...
Golgo 13 is, so...
Yeah, that's my point. Like, nobody outside of Japan even knows what Golgo 13 is. Basically, the story is a manga publisher was making James Bond comics in the 60s, and then they lost the rights to make James Bond comics, so they just switched it over to their own original character, and that's Golgo 13, the world's greatest sniper. And I'm not going to tell you any more about it, because now you have the chance to see these stories for your own at some point in the future. Okay, and killing them with venom grants a stack of Venture's health. There we go. increased health. Yes, it is just stories about a guy who gets a job to kill someone by sniping them, and then he does that. And I know that doesn't sound amazing, but the cleverness of it is just that the writers have found infinite ways to make situations of shooting people from long distances kind of startlingly great.
Well, I mean, it's a very solid formula to build the rest of the narrative around, realistically.
Oh, yeah. And there have been a couple of movies, neither of which really got it, which is too bad. There have been a couple of movies that don't really quite get Golgo 13. And the reason I think he's so perfect for video games is he doesn't really have a character. Like, he's not a person. He doesn't have any, like, by definition, he doesn't have any
It's
personality.
sort of a one-punch situation.
Kind of, yeah. He has no personality because he's literally just a guy you hire to do something impossible, and the narrative is invariably how this guy being out there, affects the people in that world. Whether they're people who want to hire him or people who don't want to get killed by him. He is just this implacable force doing these miraculous things, and it's all about reacting to that. And and they have managed to, over a lot of, it's actually, fun fact, it is the longest continuously running manga in the history of manga. Like, nothing, it is still running today, and nothing is, and, I mean, until it stops, nothing will have the chance to beat it. But it's been running continuously since the mid-1960s. There's constant new stories. Careful. Okay, I'm in real trouble here. I have no health, so if you could help me out, that would be... Thank you!
On my way.
No, I just respawned
what?
instantly.
Oh.
Did you pick up an extra life earlier? 'Cause I don't think I did.
Okay. We
Anyway.
have 7 lives currently.
Oh, okay, so we're fine. Please die,
If you
please
could
die.
actually hit up this way, there's big crystal that'll give you some stuff for your loadout. I'll handle the channeler. You just
Thanks.
run through the
I'll
crystal.
just
I'm
go
marked.
there. But anyway, so yeah, and because no one had ever really done it right, like 10 years ago, one of the Japanese TV stations said to themselves, well, let's do this right. And they picked 50 stories that they thought they could adapt into 20-minute animated episodes of a TV show. And they just did all 50, and then for an entire year, one a week, there was always a new Golgo 13 TV show. And it was a masterpiece because they had, it's the kind of thing where the comics themselves were so well produced, you could basically just use them as storyboards and exactly make them, and it worked as a 20-minute TV show. A couple of them they had to either cut down or expand on, because, again, they're comic books that, you know how manga works. Storylines last as long as they last, so sometimes it's going to be longer, sometimes it's going to be shorter. But this TV show was a perfect encapsulation of everything that made Golgo 13 work, and I thought, I bet, based on this thing repopularizing Golgo 13, they're going to do a new video game, because I've been waiting for that forever. And then they didn't. And there hasn't been a Golgo 13 video game since, the NES era. I actually only found out about Golgo 13 as a kid because I randomly rented a Golgo 13 video game on the NES, which was the one where, and this is true, it's a video game about Golgo 13 stopping the return of Hitler.
As one does.
He literally, at the end of the game, goes to Antarctica and infiltrates a Nazi base and shoots the brain jar that Hitler's brain is in. It's pretty beautiful.
The only way to be sure.
Oh, no, absolutely. And the thing is, the weird part about the series is, they want to they will put him in any situation they can to make whatever point they want to make, so it's not always just about him shooting people. There's literally an episode where he, fires a shot at the right time to screw up someone who he has been hired to screw up someone's attempt to cut a diamond properly. So it's his job to fight, to shoot a bullet that screws up someone's cutting of a diamond.
Weird flex, but okay.
He was also hired to destroy some ballots in Florida there with a bullet, thereby ensuring that George Bush got elected to the White House. It's a very weird series. Although, honestly, if you've been running for 70 years, you'd have some weird stories in there, too.
Well, yeah, I mean, Star Wars has werewolves, even.
I still can't believe... Like, when you told me that Star Wars had werewolves, I'm like, that's a joke, right? And then, yeah, no, Star Wars had werewolves.
Yeah.
It wasn't their finest hour, but they did it. Uh-oh.
The part of the problem was, back when it was first starting out, that would be on their whole expanded universe fighting, so a lot of authors who had otherwise worked on Star Trek came over to Star Wars, and they're like, oh, so we can just be as goofy as we are on Star Trek, right? And it's like, no.
They are vastly different tones.
They did not adapt well.
Oh, no. It's funny, though.
I think, I can't think of the guy's name, but a YouTuber I like did a video on it. Well, maybe there's actually the expanded universe novel, and like understand in the novel, Luke, the extent to which he uses his lightsaber is he turns it on and off dejectedly, and antagonist is an amorphous, glowing yellow blob.
Okay, that's pretty great. That's kind of
it's
insane.
like stunningly absurd. This woman who had never written Star Wars before, it was the only time she ever wrote Star Wars, and I think basically everyone in every start of the arrangement was like, you know what? Yeah, this was not the right call to make.
It's so crazy. By the way, I just love the idea of Luke Skywalker dejectedly flipping a lightsaber on and off. And you thought the Last Jedi was the worst thing you could do with Luke.
Ooh, lad.
I get it.
Lad.
So we have 8 minutes to save the universe. I assume
Don't
we are
worry,
within
we're almost there.
Okay. We are within the time scale in which that can still happen, the universe saving, I mean?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Your
There's an enemy around here? Oh, there it is.
It's
I got him.
expensive.
The most generous characters that we've encountered over time actually appear, like the Yondu statues and Buster Guy statues, all that.
Nice. Yeah, I totally didn't notice that. That is quite a painting. Seriously, you're clawing me? I'm finally playing as a character with melee abilities. Clawing me isn't going to get you very far. Is it destroying the crystal? Okay.
Yeah,
Speed it up. Destroy that crystal. If I shoot the crystal without help, no, it will not.
I don't believe so, but there will be enemies spawning in.
I know.
Murdering them, sure. That is a good thing.
Okay, I will keep murdering enemies. Yay, another extra life! And some common gear, thank you very much. Okay, that wasn't as impressive as the other stuff. Yay, we got turrets! I have so much money and nothing to spend it on! Tried to jump on a turret to get some height, but it did not work. It's just me, or does it feel like this game could use a double jump in a few situations?
There are definitely a few circumstances where I feel like that was at least considered for some characters at some point.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. So we got the channeler here.
Time to change the channel.
Nice! Bravo! I
actually was worried, like, oh, he's gonna give a big oof to that one.
No, that one was great. It's time to change the channel. Come on, that's fantastic. Okay, please die. Thank you. Yeah, that flaming turret really does a good job. Alright, we now have 5 minutes and 52 seconds.
Already through the first layer.
Gotcha. You got poison, my friend, and now you're dead. Hopefully you learned your lesson and won't try that again. Oh, wait, you're dead and can't try that again. No! Living bombs!
What weird this game is actually going to survive it being closed down?
What's that?
Voice acting.
In what way?
Just being able to lift all the dials for all the voice acting.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, there's YouTube postings. It's just like, do you want to use these character voice lines for something else, for some fan thing? Oh yeah, we've already done that.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, I'm actually really happy to see that because, like, there's going to be someone out there who's going to be like, this game was good, damn it, and, well, they're not going to have a hard time finding the voice files now.
That's fantastic. What a nice thing to do for the fans. Alright, I'm leveled up. Seriously, we're running out of time here. Laser that's draining that crystal. Could you speed it up a little? Universe is ending in 4 minutes.
Bone Crusher!
What is a bone crusher? Sounds mean.
Here it comes.
Oh, that guy. Yeah. One of these things.
Firing blade barrage!
That's it. Defenders are offline. Now we just gotta get you inside.
Okay.
Your efforts are commendable.
Alright, get
Your
back to
valor
main
is
things.
proven.
Just,
I'm hurrying.
It was simply not enough.
Don't listen to him.
I've got to sprint.
Get your ass back to the central platform. Next stop, the Cathedral of Lenore.
Okay, Deonde, we got this. Hey, it's the draining thing. So we just step on the platform and we'll get teleported there?
Yep, just gotta,
I have to wait for
where
you.
is it? Let me see here.
Green, I
Wait, no,
assume it's...
that's respawning. That's for respawning. I think it's up.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Really looked like a teleport pod, but... Honestly, it wouldn't kill them to put the jump pad on the map. Just put that
Yeah, it
out
was
there.
not a bad thing. Also, you'll notice up there, things are looking a little more chaotic for the machine.
Whoa! Okay. We're warp gating? What the hell?
I'm sorry, but I cannot permit you to intervene.
Oh, he's got a Dracula
So I've brought you
vibe.
here.
He's even got a Mr.
A bit
Sinister
bleak,
cape to
I
go
know.
with it.
You probably
Oh,
want to
yeah.
die somewhere
Love the Mr. Sinister
Right.
cape.
But I am afraid this is where it ends. Here, in the dark.
Dear Rendane, you're obviously not winning your war yet, because I can see a lot of stars in the sky.
Show me
Like a
your
lot.
resolve!
Like an infinite number of stars. Alright,
That's it. We're on the other side. This is what
where the stars are going, I know.
Stealing.
I'm just saying, if the stars are all still there, you can
Any
put them
last
back.
words?
What? Oh, I really like this guy's look.
Go, scary monster arm!
Also, Scary Monster Arm is the best.
It's kind of like if Spider-Man villain the Vulture went to a fashion show.
Yeah, I see that connection.
Very good. Very good indeed.
He's got a final form.
I'm quite desperate to succeed, and pride is not my weakness.
Uh-oh. What?
Yeah, he can actually summon bosses from across the campaign. So,
Oh,
like,
nice.
Warlord Nyx is back. All these villains that you kicked their asses up before, they're here.
So, it's a Mega Man style boss rush.
Like, also dicey!
What?
But are you ready
on.
for this?
Nice. What?
I'm afraid it's not over yet.
I accidentally hit a jump pad. I'll be right. Oh, I'm back.
Oh, you're fine. There's a lot that's good to actually get the lay of the land because you got to stay mobile. Every environment is based around one of the different environments that you've been in across the game.
Oh, I get it. That's nice. Wow, this thing takes a long time to reload.
Foreman's back.
Who is?
George Crawl.
Oh, the foreman crawl. Oh, that's hilarious. Hey, stop hitting me in the back, weirdo. I got murders to do. Ah, damn it. We literally just killed this guy.
Dead, don't die.
Alright, get ready for that shield burst. Gotta be coming soon. How many of his henchmen do we have to kill before he'll shield burst us?
Much more.
Oh, here it comes. I was nowhere near that shield burst. Oh, I know what happened. Okay. The shield burst only put color on the ground. Like, on one horizontal plane. So even though I was up above it, it was still able to hurt me. Even though the game did not make that clear. So I'm gonna blame the game for that then.
Firing blade barrage!
Oh good, we're stopping the fight again. Thanks, guys. So can I not build turrets in this level?
There will be build pads, I think, it's
Okay, I haven't seen any yet, but that means nothing.
been a while since I actually fought Vengeance. I remember the pads, but like, I remember the level layout, and I know
Gotcha.
that there are various things you'll have to pray, but
Okay. I just ran off to kill some other dudes while you messed with his thralls. Should I have done that? Probably not. Ah, here it comes. Alright, I am outside of it
feel
this
free to
time.
pick a fight.
Alright, let's finish him off, shall we?
Careful, they're real sharp!
Okay. I like my poison field and all, but people rarely keep standing inside the poison field. What has happened to him?
Against better bosses.
He looked very strange at the end there. That was quite
Very
weird.
strange in life.
That's true. Okay. No!
It's here when we take the Gun Hulk.
Barganth the Gun Hulk? That sounds intense.
And we fought them during the library.
Oh. Come on. I fell off a cliff. If you could.
I'll be right there.
Thank you. Spend a lot of time falling off cliffs in this game. Oh, bravo. And I helped you finish off that brute. Kind of. Whoa. I used my blade dodge to drive to fly across a cliff into a dude. And it kind of worked. 1 second.
Yeah, some trick.
Okay, I called him back. Due to science. Alright, where is this gun Hulk?
It is retreated to over there.
Okay, let's go finish him off. Hey, he's taking damage. Nice.
Yep, as long as we keep spawning turrets. Here.
We don't have to talk about what just happened there. Just say,
No, but what I was trying to say before Sky cut out again was there's actually a lot of utility to several core abilities. For instance, you're gonna have to just I'm not gonna get into it.
No, it's fine.
But
Don't worry about it.
with Beyondi's decoy, you can Yoshi with that. You can turn around and use that to push yourself forward.
Seriously?
Yep.
That's
It's
great.
actually how I save myself sometimes when I'm falling out of a gap. It's like, you know what? I sacrifice my digital self so that my real self can continue. My digital self understands.
Aww. Alright, let's
Like Yoshi, you're a living creature, Mario, you bastard.
Alright, I built another turret. There were some Hulks, or sorry, Skulks defending it, attacking the area, but...
Some skulks defending the Hulks.
No, attacking the Hulks. Oh no, yes, they were defending the Hulk, weren't they? Ah, Gun Hulk, you look so good! Damn it! Just as I was prepping my special attack, he disappeared on me. Hopefully there's no range on this. There was. Whoa!
Oh, your nose got
So
him.
we just have to keep rebuilding the turrets.
No! Damn it!
What happened? Do you need rescuing?
Ag just sent me over the edge again.
No!
I'll
I'm
just
gonna...
respawn.
Okay. I was gonna try to find my way over there, but if you're just gonna respawn.
Very used to having some bloody control over how I'm moving.
That would be ideal. Come on!
Go, scary monster arms!
So we literally can't hurt him except with the turrets.
Yep. And we have to get the turrets on.
It's costing a lot of cash.
You can let me take the hit. I've got it constantly generating more cash.
Oh, no. I've still got plenty. Don't worry. It's not really an issue. But he's very good at shooting the turrets, as are his friends.
Also, if you look in the
Oh,
background,
the
you'll
turrets
notice
aren't respawning. We actually get to hurt him now.
I got this!
And I fell off a cliff again.
I'm afraid.
What is happening? Oh, we've got 9 extra lives. So we're fine.
If you look up towards, trying to find it, that away, you'll notice something in the skybox.
Yep. What is it?
Rendane.
Oh, yeah. No, I saw him earlier. Giant Rendane. He's adorable. Okay, I feel like he's almost dead.
Close.
I think we're doing some solid damage here.
I love this part!
No! I can't believe he didn't knock me off a cliff. I really felt like I was about to be knocked off a cliff.
I'm happy with you not being knocked off a cliff. We have to keep those lives going for as long as we can.
Oh, dang! Where are you?
I am milling about, but I am coming around. I'm trying to find a dungeon pad that will actually take me back to where I want to be.
Ah, where do you want to be? Yeah, it's hard to get back to that middle area, isn't it?
Yeah, it's, for crying out loud.
Okay, here we go.
It's really tricky when you're fighting against, like, pieces of flag. I'm very glad I know how to play this beforehand. I got you.
Thank you. I felt that one was a little unfair. Wow. My character was not messing around with that scream. Okay, can I jump? Oh, I can jump that. He said, hoping he could jump that. Woo! Oh, Gun Hulk. Your time has passed you by. What? Why won't you die?
Yeah. What we're encountering here with this Gun Hulk,
Yeah.
I don't think I catch this one, because that is like, there was a lot more bullet sponge back in the day. That was part of the
And
campaign.
so they patched the campaign Gun Hulk but not the boss rush gun home.
Seems like it, because it's just like either that or it's balanced for 2 people all of a sudden, because you don't recall it taking this long ever since they finally fixed it up.
Yeah, no, he's taken a while, isn't it? Especially considering how fast that last guy died. Oof.
Come on.
You got him. Come on, you got this. Alright. Let's, and then he knocked me almost off a cliff. I literally landed on the edge of a pit. Alright, what now?
He's back.
Oh no!
There is nothing you can do. There is nothing any of us can do. Submit
Oh,
to
it's such a great
the
costume.
inevitable.
Alright, Rendane. Let's do this.
Actually, if you back up over here, there's some health packs. Ow. And also Rendane.
Okay. So he's charging after me for some reason.
Such a reason for being rivals that,
Comes!
there is actually a specific achievement for Deondi unlocking Horn that you have to defeat him as first.
Oh, really?
Like, not everybody has that, but for her, it is extremely personal.
Nice.
Firing blade barrage!
Damn right I am.
Watch closely.
Ow. Alright, you said there was health back here somewhere? Oh.
We have to take a moment to appreciate that all of Rendane's attacks are actually about zone control and stuff like that, instead of just your
Yeah, he's not doing direct damage to you, he's creating areas that damage you and change the way you move. Man.
Death ends now.
Oh good, more reinforcements. Exactly what I was hoping would happen. Come on. Oof. Careful. We got you. Come on.
Cut him up! You will not
Oh,
survive
yes. Okay, that didn't work. Trying to create my own death field to hurt him, but,
this. Oh, to hell with
well, it didn't go great.
I'm about to ult him. There we go.
Got him, and I got taken down. Want to save me over here before the time runs out?
Captain, they've returned!
Time ran out. Oh, that's hilarious.
See? We need all hence. We can save something. What values life that is already condemned? What are you fighting for?
Now's your chance! Give the bastard what he's been after! Open up a Varelsi portal!
Uh-oh.
Everybody out! Now!
Ooh, I got a champion skin. Is that for beating the game? Who's the bird guy?
Oh, he's one of the UPR.
Oh, okay. Oh, there was a gentleman robot with a monocle.
Yep, he has an owl as his one of his attacks.
Oh,
What's
nice.
happening to the star?
The star is... Sensors indicate... Oh, how the hell should I know? How often do you break the laws of physics in a given afternoon?
Oh.
Oh,
It can't be. Were we too late?
Uh-oh.
Hey, still saving the world?
Something like that. We're tracking down the last of Rendain's lieutenants. But
Dandy, still with me?
it's a beautiful day. What news from Bliss?
Oh, you know, not great. Ran into another portal bloom. Probably gonna die.
Uh-oh.
Oh, come on!
So the Varisi are from that dimension.
Yes, they invaded
You guys
this
get it
dimension
right?
to try and harvest all their light.
Yeah.
And they use all the infighting between the various factions. It's a very Mass Effect sort of thing. Mass Effect but punk.
Yeah. Aww.
Rendain's defeated, and Solus is safe. For the moment.
So we didn't get the rest of the stars
This
back.
war may never end.
No. But the last one that's still standing is actually alive. There's
Okay.
a chance
May
now.
never relent,
Alright.
and neither will we.
Well, that's good. I would be happier if we had gotten some of our stars and planets back. But I'm glad we stopped Rendain from finishing off the universe. So, she's one of the leads, and in the original conception you had to play the whole story mode before you got to play as her.
Yes.
Weird choice.
Yeah, I have no idea why. Melka, they even realized, was like the perfect starter character because she's the one you play in the tutorial, and then
remember
again,
that.
you also have to unlock her.
May our battle
Why would they not let you keep playing as the tutorial character?
There had to be some kind of corporate meddling. It makes no sense because everything about this game just works so
Weird.
well. As soon as they implemented the changes that they need.
Huh. Ooh, the Vow of Zealous Fury. The Exile skin. Sustainment Siphon. Now, I'm glad. Thank you for badgering me into playing this. I am glad I got a chance to, because this thing is... It's just solid. It's a really good game. And it kind of ticks me off that we're not getting a chance to have more of it. Like, I'd play Battleborn too.
Just everything about it's...
Ugh. So frustrating. All right. So, now we're going to sign off unabridged. Would you care to tell people where to find things by you?
Yes, you can find me at Unabridged Gamer on YouTube, where videos are going up between the chaos of my daily life. And if you like written things by me, well then have I got news for you. I have a column on Second Look. I call it on Escapists called Second Look.
Yeah.
And I also do a variety of articles there, and I will be doing lore stuff there. I've already done a few pieces on Star Wars, which also, if you love Hoguru's various things, you should check out him and I discussing Star Wars The Clone Wars, and all the surprisingly elaborate baggage that needs to be unpacked with every season of that show.
It's kind of amazing, really.
You would not think a children's show would have this much behind-the-scenes drama.
Oh, yeah. All right, so this has been Battleborn. We have now completed the game, and we are saying goodnight to Battleborn as it goes offline in 2 weeks. Forever. I'm sad about that, but hopefully it remains alive in our hearts, and more importantly, hopefully it remains alive because, you know, awesome hackers come up with code to make it playable offline. Or, hopefully since they put out all the voice acting, hopefully, they do the right thing and just open source the code for people to do whatever they want with it. Since they're abandoning the game,
It would be nice.
It would be nice. So anyway, we'll see you back here for more. Next is going to be more Clone Wars talk. But until then, I'm going to say that's right. Au revoir.